Cines, let me ask you something. Do you eat blueberries thinking you're making one of the healthiest choices possible? You toss them into your morning oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or snack on them throughout the day because everyone says they are nature's perfect superfood, packed with antioxidants that fight aging, protect your brain, and keep your heart strong. And you're right to think that. Blueberries are incredible. They are loaded with anthocyanins that can improve memory, reduce inflammation, and even help prevent cancer. Studies show they can lower blood pressure, improve circulation, and protect against age-related diseases that threaten seniors most. But here's the shocking truth that could save your life. The way most people eat, prepare, and store blueberries can actually turn these healing berries into health hazards. What seems like innocent mistakes, buying the wrong type, eating them at the wrong time, or preparing them incorrectly, can trigger dangerous blood sugar spikes, interfere with critical medications, and even expose you to deadly pesticides and bacteria. And here's what terrifies me most. These mistakes are especially dangerous for seniors. Your body processes foods differently after 60. Your immune system is more vulnerable. Your medications can interact dangerously with compounds in blueberries. And your blood sugar control becomes more fragile, making timing and preparation critical. I've reviewed medical cases of seniors rushed to emergency rooms after eating contaminated berries. I've seen studies showing how simple preparation mistakes can destroy blueberries' healing compounds, leaving you with sugar-laden fruit that spikes glucose levels like candy. And I've documented how pesticide residues on conventional blueberries can accumulate in aging bodies, contributing to neurological decline and organ damage. The worst part. These mistakes are completely preventable, but 8 out of 10 seniors make at least one of them without ever realizing the danger they are putting themselves in. That's why today, we're exposing the 6 most dangerous blueberry mistakes that can literally be fatal for seniors. These aren't minor food tips, these are life-threatening errors that can cause medication emergencies, blood sugar crises, and toxic exposures that your aging body may not be able to recover from. But don't worry. For each deadly mistake, I'll give you the exact solution to unlock blueberries' incredible healing power while protecting your health and safety. Before we dive in, tell me, how often do you eat blueberries? And have you ever noticed unusual reactions like digestive upset, blood sugar swings, or unexpected fatigue after eating them? Share your experience in the comments. Your story could help another senior avoid a dangerous mistake. If you're new to Senior Health Tips HQ, welcome to our community dedicated to helping adults over 60 stay healthy, strong, and independent. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because what we're about to reveal could prevent a medical emergency. Now, let's start with mistake number 6, and this one is happening in kitchens across America right now. Mistake number 6, eating unwashed blueberries. Here's a mistake that looks completely innocent but can send you to the hospital, eating blueberries straight from a container without washing them first. You buy a package of fresh blueberries, maybe rinse them quickly under the tap, and pop them in your mouth thinking you're getting pure nutrition. But here's the deadly truth, blueberries are one of the most contaminated fruits you can buy. They are grown close to the ground, harvested by hand, and pass through multiple facilities before reaching your kitchen. Along the way, they can pick up dangerous bacteria, viruses, and parasites that can cause life-threatening illness, especially in seniors with weakened immune systems. The contamination dangers include E. coli from contaminated irrigation water or soil, salmonella from improper handling during harvesting and packaging, norovirus from infected workers during processing, cyclospora, a parasite that causes severe intestinal illness, hepatitis A from contaminated water sources. But here's what makes this especially dangerous for seniors. Your immune system naturally weakens after 60, making you far more susceptible to foodborne illness. What might cause mild stomach upset in a younger person can trigger severe dehydration, kidney failure, or even death in older adults. Research from the CDC shows that adults over 65 account for 58% of foodborne illness hospitalizations and 74% of deaths, despite being only 15% of the population. And fresh berries are consistently among the top contamination sources. Dr. Michelle Roberts from the FDA Center for Food Safety warns, unwashed berries are Russian roulette for CNAs. The bacterial loads we find on some berry samples would be dangerous for anyone, but for older adults, they can be lethal. But even a quick rinse isn't enough. Most people run berries under water for 5 to 10 seconds, but research shows this removes less than 40% of surface contamination. You need a systematic washing process to eliminate the microscopic threats hiding on those tiny berries. Shocking case study. Eleanor, a 72-year-old from Oregon, bought organic blueberries from her local farmer's market and ate them unwashed, thinking organic meant completely safe. Within 48 hours, she developed severe diarrhea, vomiting, and dehydration that required emergency hospitalization. Tests revealed E. coli poisoning that caused temporary kidney damage. The life-saving washing protocol. 1. Fill a large bowl with cold water. 2. Add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar per cup of water. 3. Soak berries for 5 to 10 minutes. 4. Gently agitate with your hands to dislodge contaminants. 5. Rinse thoroughly under running water for 30 seconds. 6. Pat dry with clean paper towels or a dedicated produce towel. This process removes up to 98% of bacteria, viruses, and parasites while preserving the berry's delicate skin and nutrients. Never skip this step, your life may depend on it. Mistake number 5. Buying conventionally grown blueberries. This mistake is slowly poisoning millions of seniors, and most have no idea it's happening. When you choose conventional blueberries over organic, you're not just getting fruit, you're getting a cocktail of pesticides, fungicides, and other chemicals that accumulate in your aging body and can trigger serious health problems. Here's the shocking data. According to the Environmental Working Group's annual Doty Dozen list, blueberries consistently rank among the most pesticide-contaminated fruits. Testing by the USDA found that conventional blueberries contain residues from up to 52 different pesticides, with some samples showing dangerous levels of neurotoxic chemicals. But here's why this is especially deadly for seniors. Your liver's ability to detoxify these chemicals declines by up to 40% after age 60. Compounds that a younger body might eliminate quickly can build up in your organs, contributing to neurological decline and increased dementia risk, liver damage and reduced medication effectiveness, kidney stress and potential failure, hormonal disruption affecting heart and bone health, increased cancer risk from accumulated carcinogens. The most dangerous pesticides found on conventional blueberries include malathion, linked to nervous system damage and memory loss, thiabendazole, can cause liver toxicity and hormonal disruption, acetamiprid, associated with neurological problems and tremors, multiple fungicides that can damage gut bacteria essential for immune function. Research published in Environmental Health Perspectives found that seniors with high pesticide exposure showed accelerated cognitive decline equivalent to 3 to 5 additional years of brain aging. Dr. Jennifer Martinez, a toxicologist at Johns Hopkins, explains, seniors consuming conventional berries regularly are essentially conducting a slow poisoning experiment on themselves. These chemicals accumulate faster than they can be eliminated, creating a toxic burden that can overwhelm aging organ systems. But the danger isn't just long-term. Some seniors experience immediate reactions to pesticide residues, including headaches and dizziness, digestive upset and nausea, skin reactions and respiratory problems, unusual fatigue and brain fog. Alarming example, Robert, a 68-year-old from California, developed persistent headaches and memory problems after eating conventional blueberries daily for 6 months. Blood tests revealed dangerous levels of organophosphate pesticides. After switching to organic berries and following a detox protocol, his symptoms improved, but some cognitive damage appeared permanent. The organic advantage: 95% fewer pesticide residues compared to conventional. Higher levels of beneficial antioxidants and nutrients. No synthetic chemicals that stress aging organ systems. Better taste and nutritional profile. Safe shopping guidelines. Always choose organic blueberries when possible. If organic isn't available, follow the intensive washing protocol from mistake number 6. Buy frozen organic berries as a cost-effective alternative. Consider growing your own blueberry bushes for the safest option. Your brain and body are worth the extra cost of organic protection. Mistake number 4. Eating blueberries with blood-thinning medications. This mistake has sent countless seniors to emergency rooms, yet most people have no idea the danger exists. If you take blood-thinning medications like warfarin, clopidogrel, or even daily aspirin, eating blueberries, especially in large quantities, can create life-threatening bleeding episodes. Here's the hidden danger. Blueberries are rich in natural compounds called salicylates, the same active ingredient found in aspirin. They also contain vitamin K and other compounds that can either enhance or interfere with blood-thinning medications, creating unpredictable and dangerous effects. When you combine blueberries with blood thinners, several dangerous scenarios can occur. Excessive bleeding from minor cuts that won't stop. Internal bleeding in the stomach, intestines, or brain. Dangerous drops in blood pressure. Increased risk of stroke from bleeding in the brain. Bruising so severe it indicates internal blood vessel damage. But here's what makes this especially dangerous for seniors. You often don't realize it's happening until it's too late. The bleeding can be internal and gradual, slowly weakening you without obvious symptoms until a medical crisis occurs. Research published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society documented over 200 cases of seniors hospitalized for bleeding complications linked to food-drug interactions, with berries being a significant contributor. Dr. Patricia Chen, a geriatric pharmacologist, warns seniors on blood thinners who eat large amounts of berries are playing with fire. The interaction can turn life-saving medications into life-threatening risks. The most dangerous combinations. Warfarin plus blueberries equals unpredictable INR levels and bleeding risk. Clopidogrel plus blueberries equals enhanced platelet inhibition and excessive bleeding. Aspirin plus blueberries equals compounded anti-clotting effects. Newer blood thinners, Epixaban, rivaroxaban, plus blueberries equals increased bleeding without antidotes. Warning signs of dangerous bleeding. Unusual bruising or purple spots on skin. Blood in urine or stool. Nosebleeds that won't stop. Excessive bleeding from cuts. Sudden weakness, dizziness, or confusion. Severe headaches, possible brain bleeding. Life-threatening case study. William, a 74-year-old from Texas on warfarin for atrial fibrillation, started eating a cup of blueberries daily after reading about their heart benefits. Within 3 weeks, he developed internal bleeding that required emergency surgery and multiple blood transfusions. His INR levels had become dangerously elevated due to the berry-medication interaction. Critical safety measures if you take blood thinners. Limit blueberries to no more than a quarter cup twice per week. Never suddenly increase or decrease berry consumption. Monitor for unusual bleeding or bruising. Have regular blood tests to check clotting times. Inform all healthcare providers about your berry consumption. Keep a food diary to track potential interactions. When in doubt, consult your pharmacist or doctor before adding blueberries to your regular diet. Mistake number 3, overindulging in blueberries and spiking blood sugar. This mistake is destroying the health of millions of diabetic seniors, and they don't even realize it's happening. Because blueberries are healthy, many people assume they can eat unlimited quantities without consequence. But here's the dangerous truth. Blueberries contain natural sugars that can spike blood glucose just as dangerously as candy, especially when eaten in large portions or at the wrong times. Here's the shocking data. 1 cup of blueberries contains about 15 grams of sugar and 21 grams of total carbohydrates. That might not sound like much, but for seniors with diabetes or prediabetes, it can trigger dangerous blood sugar spikes that stress your cardiovascular system and accelerate complications. But the timing makes it even more dangerous. Many seniors eat blueberries on an empty stomach as a healthy snack, which causes rapid sugar absorption and dramatic glucose spikes. Your pancreas scrambles to produce insulin, creating a roller coaster effect that can leave you exhausted, confused, and craving more sugar. The dangerous blood sugar timeline. 15 minutes after eating, blood sugar starts rising rapidly. 30 minutes, glucose can spike 60 to 80 milligram DL above baseline. 60 minutes, insulin kicks in, often driving blood sugar too low. 90 minutes, rebound hunger and sugar cravings hit hard. For diabetic seniors, these repeated spikes cause damage to blood vessels in eyes, kidneys, and heart. Accelerated nerve damage, neuropathy. Increased risk of heart attack and stroke. Faster progression from prediabetes to type 2 diabetes. Dangerous glucose crashes that can cause falls and accidents. Research from the American Diabetes Association found that seniors who ate more than half a cup of berries daily without proper meal planning showed significantly worse long-term blood sugar control. Dr. Michael Rodriguez, an endocrinologist at Cleveland Clinic, explains, many diabetic seniors sabotage their health by overdoing healthy fruits. The natural sugars in berries can be just as dangerous as processed sugar if consumed incorrectly. But there's another hidden danger. Many seniors eat dried blueberries or blueberry products thinking they're just as healthy. Dried blueberries often contain added sugar and can have 3 to 4 times the sugar concentration of fresh berries, creating even more dangerous glucose spikes. Dangerous example, Margaret, a 69-year-old with prediabetes, started eating a large bowl of blueberries every morning as a healthy breakfast. Within 4 months, her A1C levels jumped from 6.1 to 7.3, officially pushing her into diabetic territory. Her doctor traced the problem directly to her morning berry routine. Safe consumption guidelines for seniors. Limit portion to half a cup, about 40 berries, at one time. Never eat blueberries alone. Always pair with protein or healthy fat. Best timing, with meals, not as standalone snacks. For diabetics, count berries as part of your carbohydrate allowance. Monitor blood sugar response with a glucose meter. Choose fresh over dried berries. Dried often contain added sugars. Smart pairing strategies. Mix berries with Greek yogurt for protein balance. Add a small handful of nuts for healthy fats. Include berries in balanced meals, not as isolated snacks. Consider spreading portions throughout the day rather than eating all at once. Remember, even healthy foods can become unhealthy when consumed incorrectly. Mistake number 2. Storing blueberries incorrectly and creating bacterial breeding grounds. This mistake transforms healthy berries into dangerous bacterial bombs that can cause severe food poisoning, and most seniors do it without ever realizing the risk they are creating. Improper storage doesn't just make blueberries spoil faster, it creates perfect conditions for deadly bacteria to multiply to dangerous levels. Here's what happens when you store blueberries wrong. These delicate berries have high water content and natural sugars that bacteria love. When stored improperly, harmful microorganisms like E. coli, salmonella, and listeria can multiply rapidly, reaching levels that can overwhelm even healthy immune systems. The most dangerous storage mistakes. Storing unwashed berries in sealed plastic containers traps moisture and bacteria. Keeping berries at room temperature for more than 2 hours. Mixing fresh berries with older ones, cross-contamination. Storing in the refrigerator crisper drawer without proper ventilation. Keeping berries in original plastic clamshell containers, poor airflow. Washing berries and then storing them wet creates bacterial breeding ground. But here's why this is especially dangerous for seniors. Your immune system naturally weakens with age, making you more susceptible to foodborne illness. Bacterial loads that might cause mild upset in younger people can trigger severe dehydration, kidney failure, or even death in older adults. The bacterial multiplication timeline is terrifying. Room temperature. Bacteria double every 20 minutes. Improper refrigeration. Dangerous levels can develop in 24 to 48 hours. Sealed, moist containers. Bacterial growth accelerates by 300%. Research from the Journal of Food Protection found that improperly stored berries showed dangerous bacterial levels within 48 hours, even when refrigerated. Dr. Sarah Williams, a food safety microbiologist, warns seniors who don't follow proper berry storage protocols are essentially creating petri dishes in their refrigerators. The bacterial loads we find in improperly stored berries can be lethal for older adults. But the danger signs are often invisible. Contaminated berries may look, smell, and taste completely normal while harboring dangerous levels of pathogens. You can't rely on your senses to detect contamination. Deadly case study. Dorothy, a 71-year-old from Michigan, bought fresh blueberries and stored them unwashed in a sealed plastic container in her refrigerator. 3 days later, she ate them in a smoothie and developed severe food poisoning that required hospitalization for dehydration and kidney stress. The life-saving storage protocol. Immediate storage after purchase. 1. Don't wash berries until ready to eat. Washing removes natural protective coating. 2. Remove any obviously spoiled berries immediately. 3. Store in refrigerator in a breathable container or paper bag. 4. Keep temperature at 32 to 35 degrees Fahrenheit for maximum safety. 5. Use within 3 to 5 days for optimal safety. Proper washing when ready to eat. 1. Wash only what you'll consume immediately. 2. Use the vinegar wash method described in mistake number 6. 3. Dry thoroughly with paper towels. 4. Consume immediately after washing. Danger signs to watch for. Berries that are mushy, leaking, or discolored. Any mold growth, fuzzy spots. Off odors or unusual smells. Berries that taste different than expected. When in doubt, throw them out. No berry is worth risking your life. Mistake number 1. Eating moldy or spoiled blueberries. This is the deadliest mistake of all, and it's one that can literally kill seniors within days. Many older adults, trying to avoid food waste or thinking a little mold won't hurt, will cut away moldy portions of berries and eat the rest, or consume berries that are clearly past their prime. This practice can be fatal. Here's why moldy berries are so dangerous. When berries develop mold, they don't just grow fuzzy spots on the surface. The mold sends invisible root-like structures called hyphae throughout the entire berry, and these structures produce mycotoxins, some of the most poisonous compounds found in nature. The most dangerous mycotoxins found in moldy berries include aflatoxins, among the most potent carcinogens known, causing liver cancer and failure. Ochratoxin A causes kidney damage and has been linked to kidney cancer. Patchoulin causes neurological damage and can be fatal in high doses. Citronin damages kidneys and can cause renal failure. But here's what makes this especially lethal for seniors. Mycotoxins are heat stable, meaning cooking doesn't destroy them. They are also cumulative poisons, building up in your organs over time. Your aging liver can't process these toxins as efficiently, leading to dangerous accumulation. The symptoms of mycotoxin poisoning can be subtle at first. Unusual fatigue and weakness. Digestive problems and nausea. Headaches and dizziness. Memory problems and confusion. Unexplained aches and pains. But as toxins accumulate, symptoms become severe. Liver damage and jaundice. Kidney failure requiring dialysis. Neurological damage and seizures. Immune system collapse. In extreme cases, death from organ failure. Research published in Toxicology Letters documented cases of seniors dying from mycotoxin poisoning after consuming moldy fruit, with death occurring 3 to 10 days after consumption. Dr. Amanda Foster, a toxicologist at the National Institutes of Health, warns mycotoxins are among the most dangerous natural poisons on Earth. Seniors who eat moldy berries are essentially ingesting concentrated toxins that can cause irreversible organ damage or death. But here's the terrifying part. You can't always see mold on berries. Mold can be present at microscopic levels, and some dangerous molds are colorless. Even berries that look fine may harbor deadly mycotoxins. Fatal case study. Arthur, a 76-year-old from Ohio, found a container of blueberries in his refrigerator that had a few moldy berries. He removed the obviously moldy ones and ate the rest, thinking they were safe. Within 72 hours, he developed severe abdominal pain, nausea, and confusion. He died 5 days later from liver failure caused by aflatoxin poisoning. Critical safety rules. Your life depends on these. Never consume berries that show any visible mold, white, green, black, or blue fuzzy growth. Have been stored with moldy berries, cross-contamination. Smell musty, sour, or off. Feel slimy or unusually soft. Have been stored longer than recommended times. Look questionable in any way. Emergency protocol if you've eaten suspicious berries. If you realize you've consumed potentially moldy berries, contact your doctor immediately. Don't wait for symptoms. Mycotoxin damage can be rapid and irreversible. Seek immediate medical attention if you develop nausea, vomiting, or abdominal pain. Be honest with healthcare providers about what you consumed. Safe prevention. Inspect all berries carefully before eating. When in doubt, throw the entire container away. Never try to salvage berries from a moldy container. Store berries properly to prevent mold growth. Buy only what you can consume within 3 to 5 days. Remember, no amount of money saved is worth risking your life. Moldy berries are deadly poison, not food. When done right, the incredible health benefits of blueberries for seniors. When consumed safely and correctly, blueberries truly are one of nature's most powerful anti-aging foods. They provide brain protection, anthocyanins that can improve memory and reduce dementia risk. Heart health, compounds that lower blood pressure and reduce arterial inflammation. Cancer prevention, antioxidants that neutralize free radicals and protect DNA. Eye health, nutrients that prevent macular degeneration and cataracts. Blood sugar control, fiber and compounds that help stabilize glucose levels when eaten properly. Immune support, vitamin C and antioxidants that strengthen aging immune systems. The key is eating them safely, organic when possible, properly washed, correctly stored, in appropriate portions, and paired with other nutrients for blood sugar control. Conclusion. Blueberries don't have to be dangerous, but they demand respect, especially after 60. The 6 mistakes we've covered today: eating unwashed berries, choosing conventional over organic, combining with blood thinners, overindulging and spiking blood sugar, storing improperly, and consuming moldy berries, can range from harmful to literally fatal. But when you avoid these mistakes and consume blueberries correctly, they become powerful allies in your fight against aging, disease, and cognitive decline. The choice is yours. Continue making dangerous mistakes or embrace the safe practices that unlock blueberries' incredible healing potential. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these mistakes have you been making without realizing the danger? And which safety tip will you implement first? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience could save another senior's life. If this video opened your eyes to the hidden dangers and incredible benefits of blueberries, please hit that like button and share it with friends and family. Many seniors have no idea these risks exist, and sharing this information could prevent a medical emergency. Don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Tips HQ and ring that notification bell for more evidence-based health information designed specifically for adults over 60. Because remember, the right knowledge doesn't just improve your health, it can literally save your life. Stay safe, stay healthy, and never underestimate the importance of eating smart after 60.